Last night, AEW held their inaugural event in Brisbane, Australia. Now, the event did not exactly go smoothly. Initially slated to be a pay-per-view in a large stadium, AEW had to downgrade to a smaller venue due to lagging ticket sales and change the event to a Grand Slam version of Collision. And the Aussie faithful were not shy about letting Tony Khan know how they felt. During a pre-show promo in front of the live crowd, Tony Khan got mercilessly booed out of the building. Despite this, AEW managed to deliver a pretty decent show. Let's break down the main takeaways. Our first highlight features Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay teaming up against Konosuke Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher of the Don Callis family. This match was a culmination of escalating tensions over the recent weeks. Omega and Ospreay have a storied rivalry, but mutual respect led them to join forces against a common enemy. Takeshita and Fletcher, under Don Callis' guidance, have been a thorn in their side, leading to this anticipated showdown. The match showcased high-octane action in front of a red-hot Aussie crowd, with Omega and Ospreay displaying the seamless teamwork. In the end, Ospreay hit a hidden blade into a one-winged angel from Omega onto Takeshita for the 1-2-3. So what's next for Omega and Ospreay? More tag matches are not out of the question. However, something tells me they still have some unfinished personal business to finish up between the two of them. As for the Callis family, they'll undoubtedly seek revenge, and a series of additional matches between these four seem likely. Personally, I'd love to see this used as a launching pad for a serious Takeshita push. The guy has superstar written all over him, and a prolonged feud with Omega, for example, can elevate him into the next tier. Our next takeaway from Grand Slam saw Toni Storm challenge Mariah May for the AEW Women's World Championship. Now, before the match, as tension was building in the arena, Luther, a longtime associate of Mariah May, made his presence known and attempted to distract the AEW Women's Champion. For me, this was bad. Everything about Luther screams lame indie wrestler, while Mariah May oozes charisma. By latching him onto her months ago and now inserting him into this situation, it just brings everyone around him down, and particularly makes Mariah May seem less than. I wish they would give Luther a one-way ticket back to Chris Jericho's basement or wherever it is that he came from. As for the match, we saw a back-and-forth battle, with Storm showcasing her athleticism and strategic prowess to counter Mariah May's aggressive onslaught. Both women traded their finishers at the end, which I wasn't a big fan of, before Storm got the win out of nowhere with a cradle to win the AEW Women's World Championship for the fourth time, this time in front of a hometown crowd. Moving forward, I'd love to see Mariah May stay in the hunt for the Women's Championship. She has a superstar aura, is great in the ring, and should be a cornerstone of that division. AEW has a bad habit of start and stop booking, so I hope they can figure out a way to extend this match into an overarching storyline. Final takeaway saw the much anticipated Brisbane Brawl between the Death Riders team of Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli face off against Jay White and Adam Copeland. This match was a result of escalating tension between the two sides and served as a mechanism to continue the build for the upcoming AEW World Championship match between Jon Moxley and Adam Copeland, or Cope as he likes to refer to himself these days. A lot of jokes can be made about that name and AEW itself in certain instances, but I digress. A word about the Brisbane Brawl itself. Everyone knows AEW relies way too much on hardcore matches, which has led to fans becoming completely desensitized from them. And while that was true for this match, I still enjoyed it. The rivalries in this match intensified over recent weeks, with Moxley and Copeland exchanging brutal attacks and mind games. Notably, Moxley finally accepted Copeland's challenge for an AEW World Championship match at Revolution, scheduled for March 9, 2025 at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. The Brisbane Brawl lived up to its name, delivering a hard-hitting, no-holds-barred contest that saw plenty of weapons. The crowd ate it up, but AEW's over-reliance on this kind of thing was evident. In the end, Moxley hit Copeland with a concerto and then latched on the Bulldog choke. Copeland did not tap, but ended up passing out in the hold, so at least they kept him strong. Again, way too much garbage wrestling, but they did add some heat to the Moxley-Copeland title match at Revolution, and the crowd ate it up. AEW Grand Slam in Brisbane delivered fun moments and in the end managed to somewhat overcome the PR mess the company created for itself in staging this event. Toni Storm's championship victory on home soil is a standout moment, and the alliance of Omega and Ospreay raises intriguing possibilities. The ongoing feud between Moxley and Copeland also promises some intense battles ahead on the road to Revolution. We want to hear from you. What are your favorite moments from AEW Grand Slam? How do you feel about Toni Storm's title win, and what are your predictions for the Omega-Ospreay alliance, as well as the Moxley-Copeland collision at Revolution? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out more of what's coming up right here on Grapple Talk.